In recent years, we've witnessed more diversity on Broadway, on both the stage and behind the scenes. And to showcase a few of the talented actors and actresses of the theater world, MadameNoire sat down for an exclusive with the cast of The Lion King and Aladdin.
Just being a part of this show and being able to pass on this story, knowing how it affects so many people, and knowing how uplifting it is for so many people has been a really inspiring part of my job.
This is a family show. You know, we believe that whatever happens as family, we always have to be together. Whether it's being, motivating each other from whatever it is that you're going through, whether it being, trying and help raise your kid right. It's that I feel like this show is what it is, and it's an everyday life. It's life that we live all the time.
In our show, when Simba finally becomes the person that he is lifted up by the community, by the group, by the cast. So that's an interesting observation.
Circle of Life, hands down, because it's such a beautiful moment in the show. When you see that opening and you see that amazing opening call, you're sucked into our world. And I watch it every night from back in the house, and I'm not sick of it. I've watched it years after year after year, and there's something about it, and the feeling and the magic that comes together with it. It's one of the most thrilling experiences you can ever imagine.
I love Lioness Chant. I love the dance is amazing too, but also because the dialect, the South African dialect, it's one of our songs in the show that is all, is none in English, it's just all South African, and so it's very original, it's very authentic, and so I just love how they're able to play the drumming and the singing, the harmonies are beautiful, and so that's definitely one of my favorite songs.
Oh, no, my favorite scene, I think, is probably He Lives in You, the reprise. That's when after I realize where I'm supposed to be, and then I get to go on zero. We're in the middle of the stage with everybody dancing around me, there's beautiful lights and costumes, and I just get to rejoice and revel in beautiful song. But it's this culmination of his journey, and I just get to let it all out and just be happy and joyful and rejoice.
Lioness Chant is actually my favorite scene as well.
She loves that
I
Lioness
do.
Chant.
I've been telling everybody all day. The Lioness Chant is also a scene of the lionesses hunting, and it's showing that power between us as females and how, in the savannah, we are the ones that go and hunt and we get the food, and we are strong enough to do that as well. So that's why I love that whole scene together.
All the costumes are amazing in the show, and what they represent. There's so many different meanings that goes into the stripes and the dots and the paints and the patterns even. There's so much articulation and vocabulary within each different costume and wardrobe and even hair choice.
There's a lot of time and effort that goes into every single costume. Like our zebra costumes are all hand crocheted. You'll see some of our dressers in the back during the show just crocheting away or knitting another zebra costume. Our corsets are all hand beaded, which is incredible, so it takes a lot of time. So we know there's a lot of time and effort that goes into the show, which helps us to appreciate it even more.
The grind of 8 shows a week is one thing, but also you want to, the challenge is to make sure that the show seems as if it's an opening night performance every night, so that the audience who's paid their hard-earned money will be able to feel like they're not getting the show that's been 2 years old. They're getting this brand spanking new Broadway musical, and that's the fun part. But I mean, the saying is iron sharpens iron, so we sharpen each other. From the moment I hear him sing, I'm like, okay, he's on it. It's time to go. I'm given a little bit of freedom. 90% of what you hear is written by our amazing book writer, Mr. Chad Beglin, but he's given me some freedom to have some places to play. I got to play in rehearsals, and some of the things I played with, he actually put into the script. He was nice enough to do that. But then there's some places where I get to, during the show, where I get to have some fun.
If you're ever in the New York area, be sure to check out their wonderful performances in The Lion King and Aladdin on Broadway.
Hey y'all, thank you for watching and supporting us every single week. For more Did Y'all See, click here. For celebrity interviews, here. And for our comedic series Relationship Hacks, click here. And as always, be sure to subscribe.